What makes me proud to be part of the LGBTQ plus community is just having this amazing little family.
I feel like part of a family, I feel free, I can be myself, and everyone around me supports me and I support them.
They helped me when I was at my lowest, when I got bullied in high school for being different, and I found a family there.
It allows me to be who I want to be on the spectrum. I can interchange between it. I can be who I want to be on this rainbow.
As a queer person, you don't feel like anyone else realises what you're going through until you meet all these queer people, and then they completely understand.
I really like women. I like that I'm able to be open about that.
I can live my authentic life every single day. I don't have to fit into society's norms. I can push my own boundaries and be more and more me.
My pink hair makes me feel like a boss. It makes me feel free, it makes me feel confident. I love it.
My orange hair makes me feel like a bad bitch.
My rainbow hair makes me feel untouchable.
Pride isn't just 1 month, it's every day of the year with crazy colour.
Unapologetically me.
Unapologetically me.
Unapologetically me.
Unapologetically us.
Good evening, everybody. We are back. The Hair Show, Series 6, Week 4. I'm Dom Lehane, delighted to be back. Did you miss us all last week? Come on, let us know. We missed doing this show. We were away last week. Big event, which we'll share with you very shortly. But it's great to have you all here. So first up, always, I love to have a little look who's in the house. Because as you all know, we have that 20-second delay, so a little bit of a delay. So I'm going to just go back and let's have a look who we have got here. Tony, how you doing, Tony? Great to have you here tonight, Tony. I believe it's your first time along. Kevin, how you doing, Kevin? We have the lovely Becky. Welcome along. Yes, we missed you too, Becky. Mandy Cook, did you get your prize, Mandy, sorted? You were the winner. Hi, Janet, Pivot Point. Siobhan, nice to see you. Some high fives, big time going out to you. Rosalind, nice to have you along, Rosalind. Jez Barnett, how you doing, Jez? You're not on the road tonight then, so that's good. You're looking forward to the sass. Absolutely. How you doing, Nicola? Great to have you along. Nicola Pearson, great to have you all here. Kelly's there as well, and we've got Ruth on LinkedIn. Great, because we're going live into LinkedIn as well, so not just the Facebook group or page, but LinkedIn and YouTube. So let us know where you are watching it from. Yes, there's a giveaway. That is who's coming up tonight. It's going to be fun, I'm sure. So remember to like and share the show afar, because that lets the platforms know that you are really enjoying the show, and we really do appreciate that. And if there's somebody that you feel would love to watch the show, tag their name into the comments, and that might just draw them in, because this is the Hairdressers Show. Yes, this is for you. This is our little staff room. This is where we hang out and have some good conversations. Now, just to let you know, we have a competition, all right? So our friends at Pivot Point, who support the show, often give us a competition. Now this week they are giving us a competition to win a Lydia mannequin worth over £105. Now have we got an image of there? Look at her, she is looking mighty good. All right, now this is perfect for cutting, styling and colouring. So who would like to win this mannequin? All right, courtesy of Pivot Point. Yeah, some likes. Come on, let's see them. Yeah, if you want to win this, it is really easy. You just got to share the show out, all right? So hit that share button, and then next week, our random software will choose a winner. And later on in the show, we're going to let you know who has won the last show back in whenever that was, 2 weeks ago, the Bon Combs by Pivot Point, all right? So we'll be letting you know who is going to be the winner of that. So do you want to know what is coming up on tonight's show. This is where I get completely out of breath as we do. So coming up on tonight's show, sponsored by Crazy Colour and supported by Pivot Point, I'll shortly be joined by my co-host, yes, Rheanna Wood, and standing in this week for Georgia Bell, who's away on a course, Queen of the Sass, yes, Sophie Boulevard. It's going to be real fun. Lady B, better known nowadays. And then we're going to be kicking off with Have You Heard? And this is some of the stories grabbing our host's attention, followed by some top social media cuter content tips from the delightful Ben Lifton. I've seen some of that. There's going to be some great tips there for you. Then we're going to be talking this week's hot topic. Oldies not welcome here. Yeah, this is a fun one, well, an interesting one, and I think it's one that I think a lot of you are going to get really involved in. Then we're going to head into revenue with Rheanna, and this is where Rheanna will be discussing tonight 5 quick services to upgrade your clients and increase your average bill. Really enjoy those. Always look forward to that. And then don't miss tonight's Hair Hack Live, because we have Mustafa Hassan of the Studio Hair Salon. And then to finish tonight's show, yes, we've got the hair challenge supported by our friends at Pivot Point. It is going to be a fun one. A little bit different to normal, this one tonight. So be sure to be part of the conversation by dropping in your comments, opinions, questions, and get sharing, because remember, this is not just a hair show, this is your show. So grab your favorite drinks and kick back for the professionals' #1 live stream magazine show. So sound good, everybody? Looking forward to it? I'm looking forward to it. This is what Mondays are made for. And now let's welcome along my gorgeous co-host, Rheanna Wood. Rheanna Wood.
Hi guys, happy Monday.
Oh god, yeah, that was a double tap on my buttons just there. Rheanna Wood, how you doing? So it looks lonely, doesn't it, Rheanna? It's the two of us tonight, or is it?
I know, or is there? Exactly. We're missing Georgia. Georgia, wherever you are, hope you're watching.
Yeah, we all, yeah, George, just to let you all know, no, Georgia hasn't left the show. She hasn't gone off in a huff by any means. She's got a course. So I'm sure you remember us all saying that. So I'm just going to look down the show. Again, everybody, just to let you know, I look down over here because this is where all my comments come in, and I'm already trying to keep up to speed. So I'm a little bit behind there. So Jez is already saying, hey, Rheanna, long time no see. Has he just seen you recently?
I was with Jez earlier, yeah, today.
Magnus, he's Coke Zero. I like Coke Zero, Magnus. Are you a Coke Zero kind of girl, Rheanna, or are you full sugared Coke?
I'm a full fat, full sugar.
We got Lee just joined. Hey, Lee. Lee, have you heard of that podcast? Yes, Rachel Williams. She mentioned about Rachel in the World's Greatest Hairdressers podcast that we all had the pleasure to do. Yeah, Magnus, blocks are so expensive these days. They are. So that's why you need to share the show, Magnus, being for a chance of wearing that. But yeah, what's been going on? Has much happened in your life over the last week without the hair show, Rheanna?
Yes, I've had some exciting things happen this week. I was on a shoot, last week, should we say. I was on a shoot last week, which was really good, that I can't disclose too much about. I know, I can say...
Why do people say this, don't they? They say, I was on this, but I can't tell you too much about it.
I can't tell you what it was, but it was really fun. Worked with a lot of models that I've always wanted to work with. Had a really busy week in the salon. It's probably been the first week for a long time that we haven't had loads of cancellations, which has been really nice to get back to normal. Everyone's had a really good Christmas this year, so it's nice to hear the stories compared to last year. And then today I had something really exciting with Jez, who is the owner of Kera Straight in Lux. Again, it's something I can't share, but hopefully in a few months we can reveal something.
Well, we look forward to the reveal. It will always be good. And I was away last week.
How was your week at Work Live?
Well, do you know, I've got to just share a big shout out to, if anybody's watching tonight who was at last week's Business Network Live, Weller Professionals at the Belfry. It was absolutely amazing to host that event. The speakers that were there just blew us away. It was such a high I've just about recovered. The adrenaline has just about settled down now, Rheanna. But no, it was fantastic. And a big shout out as well to Ali, Lehane and Galena of Weller, who just looked after us brilliant. And everybody at the Weller audience family who came along made me feel so welcome as their new host. And hopefully they'll have me back for many more to come. But yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah, we've got, look, I'm trying to keep up the comments. But we have an empty seat waiting, don't we? It needs to be filled tonight, doesn't it, Rheanna?
We do, definitely.
Now, many of you will know this sassy lady. She's mental. She's nuts. She's from the West Midlands. But I have a huge amount of respect, and she's come in to just keep Georgia's seat warm while she's away for the week. So shall we welcome her to the show, our special co-host for the night?
Yeah.
Sophie Boulevant, or better known as Lady B. Let's welcome her. Here she is.
Yay!
Oh, we need one of them applauses. Come on. we can't actually see Sophie because she's camouflaged. Are you there, Sophie?
In amongst all these flower heads, yeah.
That backdrop is about as famous as any backdrop that there is on social media, isn't it?
It's the only place I'm allowed to post it.
Oh, look, we've already got some love. So we've got Sam. She is ace. Yeah, Sam. John, come on, Soph.
That's my dad.
Hi, John.
I've got Nergish here. Hey, Nergish. She's on LinkedIn. Great to see. I'm loving people coming in from LinkedIn. That's really good to see. So come on then, Sophie, or Lady B, Queen of Sass. First up, just very quickly, a quick heads up. You're a salon owner?
Yeah, ma'am.
Name of the salon?
It's Colour Me Sophie B in Knoll, Solihull. Can't you tell by the wrinkles around my eyes? Of course I'm a salon owner.
I like your glasses. I always think you get glasses. I can actually see the screen looking back at us, Sarah, your glasses. But no, it's great. So you're salon, and also you're a Weller Passionista. What's that like?
So much. We've just launched Shinefinity, so that's super snazzy and exciting. But yeah, it's been amazing working on that. I've been working on it for about 12 months before they launched testing it in the salon. So yeah, it was really interesting. I've got loads of it and I just love using it on all my clients. It's so beautiful.
And how's life as a salon owner in 2022?
It is like sort of surfing a tidal wave. There's highs and lows, good bits, bad bits, got white knuckles. I'm holding on.
Do you all agree? Yeah, I know, Rheanna, you two are salon owners, so yeah, you both ride the waves of highs and lows, I'm sure.
It's so good though.
No, I'm joking.
And I look like this, and I don't even manage teams, so God knows what I look like if I did. But look, anyway, it's wonderful. So, shall we go into our first piece? And this is or should I say, have you heard about? And this is where we just grab out some bits that have caught our attention. So let's go to it. Our first part, have you heard about? Yeah, okay, so these are things that are grabbing our attention. I'm going to kick it off first, Rheanna, Sophie, or Lady B.
Lady B.
Lady B. Where'd you get these titles from? I do not know. Here we go. I know this actually just grabbed my attention today. Did you know, actually, it's apprenticeship week this week? Build the future.
I had no clue that it was apprenticeship week, so I'm very glad you brought it to my attention.
Yeah. But actually, do you have many apprentices with yourself, Soph?
Yeah, so I always have like one young one who's under 19, and then I try to take one that's maybe 19 that just needs more work. Who's finished their MVQ, so I try and take two. But at the minute, I'm actually just recruiting for another little one.
Yeah, good. It's good, isn't it, Rheanna, to get the apprenticeships in? I mean, that really is the lifeblood of our future.
Definitely, definitely. And I think the nicest thing is it's at the stage where people are still learning, they're more impressionable. And I think, as we know, it's really nice to just add, as a salon owner and educator, it's nice to add that bit on top of what the colleges are giving just to support the fundamentals.
Are we doing much actually as an industry? I know there's been past times gone by, isn't there? Choose Hair campaign, school. I don't know. You know, are we doing enough to really get involved in this National Apprenticeship Week? And this actually runs from the 7th to the 13th of February. So this is a good time, I guess, to get out there. But yeah, just a sad story. I'm sure some of you may know this gentleman. It's Dennis Langford, and Dennis was the CEO of Tony and Guy Australia, well thought of by many in the industry, and sadly last week passed away, which was a great shock for everybody. So just really on behalf of everybody in the community, just want to really just send our sincerest condolence to all Dennis's family and everybody that knew him. Very sad news, and far too young. I think about 52 was Dennis, but he had a massive impact on the hairdressing career. So yeah, send that one out to everybody that knew Dennis. And this one finally from you, Sophie. You came up with this little number. What's this? Tips.
I'm not sure if I like this idea or not. Boris has got his beady eye and our tips. Not tips, right?
Well, no, Sophie, you could have said that right. Boris could have his beady eye on tips, not tips. Anything at his parties goes, I'm sure.
So with this, he reckons it's to ensure that we retain them on a transparent basis. And employers are going to have to write a proper policy, a tipping policy, and a statutory tipping code? Or is this just a way of taxing us on our tips?
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Rheanna?
What do you reckon, guys, in the comments?
I think so, because they did talk about, probably about 4 years ago, it was a big thing with the revenue, looking into how people are taking tips. But they did say at the time they were really focusing on restaurants first.
Right.
Obviously, COVID in between. And I think what you're meant to do is essentially the salon owner would be the person to declare it, like as in money coming in, and then they would also then say that they paid the tips out to you, just so it was transparent. But then you as a stylist would then have to put it on your tax return, even if you weren't.
It's absolutely horrifying, isn't it? Come on, lots of thumbs down for that one.
Definitely. And the thing is, a lot of salons I know are losing tips because they're saying, well, I don't really want to take any more tips on the card machine.
Don't do that anyway. We won't take it on the card.
P's, don't you? You get 20p's at the bottom of people's purses.
I knew this would bring in the commas.
Cash point.
What's Becky said here? I had a stylist that wanted her tips through the books. She wanted to be taxed on them.
Huh?
Really? Look at all our faces. Really? Why, Becky? Lee, 100%. They know we've gone cashless, and HMRC will be actively looking into tipping apps, etc.
Yeah.
Wow, this is boo news.
I think the bottom line is, Boris, keep your eyes off my tits and tips.
I think he'll keep his eyes off the tips, maybe. We should be paying, Safi said, we should be paying tax on tips anyway as earnings. That's why we only should take it in cash. That's why we should only take this in cash. John Cunningham. Yeah, John, tips should be cash only. Mandy, self-assessment form, ask you about tips. What's tickling you, Sophie B?
That's my dad.
Lady B. You what, sorry?
That was my dad chipping in then.
Oh, is that you? Oh, is that your dad, is it? Right, good old dad. Magnus, I pay tax on card tips as it's classed as revenue. I need to sort this out. Yeah. Nicola.
That is the correct way of doing it. So.
Yeah. There you go. Nicola, never taken tips in 30 years. Look, there's a few commas coming in. Yeah, John, we've worked it out. You are responsible for this. Do you take after your dad, Sophie? Is your dad as nuts as you? Right,
Yeah.
that's good. We're going to get on well with your dad. Nurgish on LinkedIn. HMRC, so wasting 37 billion on track and trace. That doesn't work, but let's tax tips. So keep them comments coming in. If there's any other things that you want to add to the conversation, drop them in the comments. Honestly, it's your opinions. There's loads of things going on. So anyway, we're going to lighten the mood. I'm just feeling depressed about tips now, hearing that sort of news coming in. And we're going to lighten the mood. Who loves a bit of social media?
Yeah!
Yeah, we all love a bit of social media. And Ben Lifton, obviously, he is just the man of cuter content. So we're going to have a quick little bit of a tip on your social media from the wonderful other sassy bloke, Ben Lifton. Let's go to it.
Hola, bonjour, hello, and welcome to Cuter Content with me, Ben Lifton, the CEO of Content Queens. As ever, the hairy team are doing a fabulous job this Monday night. Don't we agree, everyone? Finger blast your keyboards and show some love to the team tonight, por favor. So I am here with some more hickety-hockety hacks for y'alls, and I'm going to be going quite quick in some of these videos, so grab your pens, grab your notebooks, or just grab your phone to make some notes. And don't forget that you can watch this whole show back on this Face page anytime you bloody want to. So without further ado, roll with ET. Next time that you are farting around not knowing what hashtags to use, try doing this. Literally describe WTF is inside of that piece of content. For example, if you are posting a video of a client with long, wavy balayage hair, use hashtag long hair, hashtag balayage hair, hashtag wavy hair. Do you want another one? These 2 Canva editing hacks, which are going to save you so much time. The first is the resize button up hither. So let's say you have just done a cute review for your Instagram grid and you want to shove this out onto your Instagram stories as well. You literally just go up here, click onto resize, and then you can use Instagram story and then click on copy and resize. Boom, Canva has literally just resized the whole design for you at the touch of a button. The second is to use pre-designed text layouts. So let's say I am doing my prices on my Instagram stories and I just go over here onto text and then I just search up here, price list, and then I'm just gonna whack in just one of their presets here, the espresso one. And I can literally click and drag him around, resize, and then I can literally go ahead and change my prices, change the names because I don't sell Americanos, I sell curly blow dries and tea sections. So there you go, you saucy minxes. Now, I wanna know in the comments below if any of y'all have been using any of my hickety-hockety hacks or tips inside of your content for your social media. And if there is anything in particular that you want Mama to run through inside of Cuter Content, then head on over to my Instagram page, drop me a DM, and let me know what you are in need of, because I am here to help support all of you hair and beauty professionals. In the meantime, it is back to Dom and team in the studio. That is me over and out. Mwah.
I've got to get down with the sasses. It's all in that, isn't it? Don't you love him? I know that you're all sort of laughing about him. Sam Oxborough said about your dad, Sophie, easy on the eye, but then I think she was talking about Ben.
I saw my mum saying hi to your dad, Sophie.
It's
Just
okay.
hi, Dad.
Look, okay, there was Cherie. Love using Canva. Yeah, he just mentioned there's some tips. Do you both use Canva?
Oh, yeah. Love a bit of Canva Pro.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is good. I didn't actually know about the text, actually. The difference when he was doing the menu, actually, you could just save that and whack them in. Again, it's all about saving time, isn't it? It seems such basic stuff, but makes your life so much easier.
I think now you have to create content and things for so many platforms, don't you? You know, one's going to go on your website, one you're going to put to print, something's going to go on an Instagram story and a post. So if you can do one and keep changing it, like you're saying, saves so much time and effort.
It pays for itself as well, doesn't it, really? It's not even that expensive. It literally does everything apart from walk the dog. It's great.
Yeah, Magnus, you do need to get on Canva. It's a fantastic platform, really is. Check in the post, please, Canva. That would be good. Hiya, Sandra. There's your mum, Rheanna. Always lovely to see Sandra in the house. It's a real family affair tonight, isn't it? I think my mum's watching as well. So, my goodness, it probably is a family affair. So, look, we're going to go to our first big topic tonight, and this is our hot topic, hairdressers open talk. So, yeah, let's go to it. Our topic, and all get part of this conversation. You may have some big opinions on this, so let's go to it. Tonight's hot topic. Okay, Sophie, kick us off with this hot topic tonight.
Okay, so what I want to talk about tonight and discuss with all you hairies out there is why we don't post pictures of over 40s on our Instagrams. Is it an industry thing? Are we embarrassed as foot soldiers behind the chair that everyone's going to laugh at our root tints? What's happening? What do you reckon, Rheanna?
I think, I'm on the fence with this one because it kind of goes with one of the topics we talked on one of the previous shows about whether we're taking pictures for ourselves or we're taking pictures for our clients. So clients want to see everyday clients. They want to see someone that looks like them. We want our Instagram. I think most people want it to be so aesthetically pleasing, and we're almost trying to compete with maybe hairdressers that are only doing celebrities, models, and influencers. So I do think there's a bit of a push away from it, maybe because we don't see it, but I think it would be a great thing to start doing to make sure you're representing all faces, all hair, and all ages, as long as they're happy to be in front of the camera.
Yeah, I just got so fed up with it, and a couple of my clients had said to me in the salon, like, why haven't you posted my picture? You know, did you not like it? Was it not good enough? Really awkward it was. And then I sat back and actually asked myself, why did I not post that picture? And for me, it's like, I decided that it was like a pressure from an industry thing that people wouldn't like the look of my grids and stuff if I posted it, or people would think naff.
I'm going to just go in here again. There is a brand out there that is True Grey. They're really pushing True Grey because I hearing what you're saying. It's like, should it, it doesn't reflect a cool brand. Women now of today's times, whether they're in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, my mum's watching, can look absolutely beautiful. And I feel actually we're missing something massive here, because actually they've got the biggest spending power of anybody, and yet they are being totally ignored because it's not deemed as very cool. They want cool hair now. It's not like, I mean, who does many shampoo and sets these days?
No.
It gobsmacks me that actually I think it's a real, because I know you're trying to do something on Instagram, aren't you, Sophie?
Yeah, either going to be the best bloody thing I've ever done or career suicide. I don't know which one, but literally I've started a new page called Lady B Colours Me. And basically I'm only posting pictures of people 40 plus on there, and it's all profile shots as well. So I've only posted twice so far, so I'll have to follow that and see how it goes. But I've got such a good response from people. It's been awesome so far.
Yeah, no, it's great. And Lee's just got, I think it's just regarding older, not posting older people. And Lee's just put here, I think it's because every stylist is targeting brands. Brands only want young and beautiful. Do they? Or are they starting to change? I'm not sure I agree completely there, Lee. I think that brands are starting to move away because they recognise that there's big money in the maturer clientele. I think it is going in. Kelly here, she's just put, I think it's really important to show diversity with our clients. I absolutely love it when I get the opportunity to share someone older and the responses are always positive.
Wow.
What do you say to that?
Yeah. And I think when you have a client in the salon as well, I think there was a really good comment Sarah Dawes put up earlier, and it was about one, most people, the older clientele are the regulars, the one with more disposable income, the people that are going to always come back for grey coverage and things like that. And I think there's a lot of clients, you know, I'm sure everyone's come across them when you think, oh God, you've really got quite an aging haircut or an aging colour that they've kind of stuck with. And it's quite hard visually sometimes, or, you know, verbally, sorry, to describe how you want to take them to something completely different away from what they've had for the last 20 years. And I'm always going on Pinterest, and then you're kind of showing them pictures of younger people or really aged people. And what I think we want is almost some work of clients you have their age and maybe what you've done with them.
Yeah, and it's like between, isn't it? And the other flip of this, we haven't got long, but the other flip of this is like, does the older clientele get offended showing them people that are their age? Like, are they trying to be something, you know?
I think older clientele, I mean, even the word older just sounds horrible, but more seasoned pro clientele want to maybe have comparisons themselves. And I think sometimes they find it really hard to find images of somebody their own age, but they can take images from a younger person, surely, and adapt it to. Doesn't mean because you're 60 you can't look at somebody who's got a 30, who's 30s, in their 30s, and say, well, I can't. It doesn't matter, surely. You can. Yeah, I see, you know, 70-year-olds rocking great sort of these short kind of croppy haircuts, long on top, lovely, great, looking absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a disgrace if you are ruling out older people as if they're an embarrassment, because every one of you is getting older, and your clientele is going to grow with you. I can tell you right now. And there is loyalty from age. Loyalty. And I think you can't ever do that. And Safi's just put here, she's put most of my everyday vivid colours are on 50 plus.
Look at that.
Come on.
Go on, Safi.
Magnus here, adding some great stuff tonight, Magnus. I think older people aren't as keen for photos, Rheanna.
It's true. That's true.
Why? I
don't know whether it's I think it does stem. It's like a big circle for me. It's almost stemmed from the fact that we don't put them pictures up. Therefore, they're not represented. Therefore, people now feel like to be on Instagram or a social media platform, they need to look a certain way. So I feel like a lot of them are like, oh no, you know, I don't look like a model. I don't want to be on there.
Let me put my teeth back in, love.
Yes.
I'm joking. Becky, this is going to be a big, I honestly think when we post on Instagram, we post for the industry, and colours that stand out, I post, are a lot more normal colour on my Facebook and a lot more of my vivids on Instagram.
Yeah,
so you know where you're... Nicola here, I've started to post a mix since True Grey came out. Had lots of new inquiries as a result. But didn't you all find, I mean, I don't know what's your clientele age? Have you got a particular age group yourself, Rheanna, that comes to you?
No, fully versatile. So from young kids, from probably 3 and up, all the way to 80.
There's another conversation doing children's hair. Don't we all look with dread when children come in? Oh no! But sorry if you've got children and you take it to the hairdresser. What about you, Sophie? Have you? Sophie, what about you from an age point of view of clients?
In my chair, my clients, I would probably say 35 and up. But I'm 42 as well now, and they've kind of grown with me, really. The oldest client I do is about 75.
Sade, sometimes I don't share them because I don't get the right lighting or many other reasons. Well, that's always a thing. Photos, sometimes you can take a photo and the hairstyle never looks quite as good. While we're on this point of client, I know time's ticking away, but actually it's pulling us a little bit away from just clients. But actually, as an industry, are we still a bit ageist about age in our industry? You know, if somebody comes into your shop and there may be somebody in their 50s, 60s who wants a job as a stylist, could that be off-putting, Rheanna?
Sometimes not. I really think it depends on the person. I think the first thing I think of a salon owner is money. how much I'm paying, how much you want. But the second thing, you get so many upsides as you know, as long as it's the right person, someone that's probably wants to learn quicker, someone that might have some other really good skills behind them that they might bring to the salon other than hair. Someone's a bit more mature, different conversations with clients and different perspective on hair. But I really do think it's down to the person, not even the age.
Yeah, I just think as well in the industry, are we obsessed by, you know, brand ambassadors by age? Is there a bit of, you know, they don't reflect the youth and vitality of what maybe a brand's trying to give? Does it all link in, Sophie?
I think it's changed a bit, you know, and I'm speaking from experience with me being 42, and it's really only been the last 2 years.
Get away, 42.
I know. But yeah, it's only been really the last sort of two to 3 years that I've had so much opportunity within the industry, and that's about 20 years hard work, and then last 3 years it sort of paid off. But I don't think that would have happened 10 years ago. I would have been on the scrap.
Yeah, I love this comment. This comment here from Dimitri on LinkedIn. It's down to us as stylists to make our clients feel like they are social media worthy.
I love that.
Love that.
Oh, Dimitri, that you could be in for the pride. I think that's absolutely right. I think it is. Yeah, we should just make everybody feel worthy, whether their age, what they look like, because that's the other pressure, isn't it, Rheanna? Sometimes it is. Do I take a picture of this client because they look gorgeous, and the other person? We all hear these conversations, and then the other client's sat there thinking,
she didn't take a picture of me.
I know.
It's a challenge. Would you like to come over to my, you know, my photo backdrop area and yeah, leave your friend behind? Yeah, we don't want them.
Keep your head down for the first pose.
There's some great comments coming in, by the way. Honestly, I'm chuckling away to myself. I feel very mischievous tonight. It must be the sassiness who's doing this. Let's have Mandy. Let's have older clients often are the ones who appreciate what you are doing more so than younger, and listen to the advice given.
That's a good point. They're doing their time.
We like that, Mandy. We like that a lot. Great comment again. Nicola, when I was trained, I had to shampoo an old lady at the front wash. She took her teeth out and washed them in the face at the same time. She had huge boobies too. What sort of shop are you running, Nicola? And I always wet her through. Quality. Oh, I tell you, there's some Liz. Sarah Dawes, I'm with you, Sarah. Age is an attitude.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is. Hey, look who's in. Easy on the eye. Oi, oi, sassy tits. Oh, it's going down. What have we got here? Laura, what have we got? That's a big pit. Hang on. We're going to have to take that one down there, Laura. We're covering everybody up. I'm going to try and read this. I used to beat myself up about my photos not being good enough to post. We'll bring that up again because I used to compare them all the time. Then I realised I don't have a proper camera, lighting, etc. like some have setups. But importantly, the penny dropped for me. My creations look good in real life. So if I can make it look amazing on a picture, I'm okay with that. Some get an amazing picture, but in the flesh, it doesn't always look great from all angles. Agree with that. What do you say to that, Sophie?
Oh, yeah. I just think you take equipment. I've got so many phones at work. I literally have about 8, and they all the pictures look completely different on all of them. Yeah, same lighting, same everything. And then we all just take it on all the phones and decide later which one looks the best.
Now, can I just tell you, Raymond, I've known Raymond right back from my early days as a young hairdresser from the same town. I've done some work with Raymond, and no, Raymond, he's a real legend when it comes to business. So let's have a look. What's that, Raymond? Mature returners to the industry can certainly bring shorter designer cuts, knowledge and education to business, I think. Yeah, get
Yeah,
that.
I think
Get
so.
that. Honestly, you are a fabulous audience tonight. So much better than last week. You really are. But we weren't here last week, so or the week before that. So, Kelly, I'm 45, and I think that experience has been a massive benefit to me. And I guess we're on when I was talking about stylists. I've been fortunate to have been given such a great opportunities.
Oh, amazing.
I think hairdressing keeps us young. Really go with that. I think everybody who works in hairdressing, what's Magnus got? I hate a front wash towel to face.
Standard.
One of those, isn't it? Yeah.
Fingers in the
and
ears
your dad's
as well.
loving it. Great show all. Thank you, John. Great stuff. So one thing then, should we be age sensitive, Sophie?
Yeah, I do. Well, I think in a way, but I think like everybody should just be treated the same. And I do think we should get into a culture within the salon where we aren't just asking certain people to have those pictures taken. We should ask, everybody, at the end of their hair, would you like to, have a nice photograph with us and just give everyone the opportunity, really.
Yeah, I agree. And what about you, Rheanna? That noise. It's quite an irritating noise in my ear. That really hurts my ears. At my age, my ears can't take the same noise as it used to.
You're definitely having a front wash, aren't you?
I'm definitely. If I could bend forward, that is, Rheanna. I'd be struggling with the bending forward. Now, don't you go all ageist on me, love. I tell you, I know a thing or two. Great conversation tonight. Now, I'm going to go back actually in a slot because I believe there was a point where so let me just, let's just go to that window. The reason being, I've gone back to that. That was a really good topic. Did you all enjoy that? Yeah, give us some likes if you've done. Great stuff there, Sophie, Rheanna. Really enjoyed that. Flew by. I think we could go even broader with that conversation.
Yeah.
There's comments. Keep the comments coming in. I'm trying to keep up, looking down to the side. So, a winner I keep saying last week, 2 weeks ago, Pivot Point offered a prize for the Bond cones. I think there were 7 in the pack, around about a value of 60 quid. I think it was around that price. Correct me if I'm right or wrong, Janet. I know you'll put a comment into the comments. But yeah, so we have a winner, and basically this is one person who shared out the show 2 weeks ago, okay, and proof that we do pick winners every week. And our software went to work, and it came up with this face and this name. Yeah, so come on, let's hear it. Yes, Lynn Terry. I don't think Lynn's watching tonight, so you haven't won now, Lynn. I'm going to take the prize completely back if you're not watching. So, Lynn, if you watch up on Catch Up or whatever, I'm sure Janet will go to work and search you out. If not, I'll find the details and pass that on to Janet. And, yeah, you will receive those. Yes, Pivot Point. So, well done, Lynn. That's you, Lynn, okay? Yeah, Pivot Point are happy. So Janet will get in touch. And remember, if you want to win that amazing head mannequin, I should say, then, again, share out the show. It's as easy as that. One person will win that prize. So let's get back up to speed. Let's go back to that window. We've talked about that. Okay. Oh, hang on. We're too quick there. Let's go back to that one. Look, it's been a long series already, okay? I was away last week, so I'm pressing the wrong buttons. God, dear. That's it. I'm sacked from hosting any more events going forward. So coming up now, as you may have just got a little bit of an idea, we have this feature which is always one that I know has been really popular because you've been telling us. So we will go to it. Revenue with Rheanna, and I'll let Rheanna explain once we go to the window correctly on time.
Hello guys, welcome back to Revenue with Rheanna. So 5 quick services to upgrade your clients and increase your average bill. So anyone that tuned in not last week, the week before, This is kind of an addition to what we spoke about last week. And just a few things that I think maybe there's going to be a few things that most people have thought about, and hopefully a few things that people haven't thought about. But it's really services that aren't going to take up much more time and aren't going to mean investing in more products. And I think just to fill gaps, to upgrade clients, and hopefully some of these services you might be able to use assistance if you've got them. So, right, I'm going to start off with top-up services. Okay, so I'm going to split them into top-up services for colour and top-up services for cuts. Okay, so my first one with the colours, really simply, and I said this a few weeks ago, was really going on our glossing and toner services for our bleach clients. I think this is not used that much in the industry in the way that we know how many different ways a toner can be used and how it can really, really change the hair without doing a full colour service. So I think really explaining this to clients a little bit more about how a toner works, the minimal damage that it creates, and for the fact that you could then go either warmer or cooler or potentially darker, meaning you can get them more excited about maybe coming back in between visits to get a new colour without paying out for a whole service, especially for people that are short on time. And it also makes sure that your work is walking around in the general public looking how it should do. Because we all know them clients that come back too late and their colour's just awful and they still really love it, but we don't. So that's my first thing. Talking about how it can be refreshed and changed. Second thing for colour is going to be facial framing. So a lot of facial framing's coming in now, even all the way down to a money piece. You know, really nice light streak around the front. Can be a separate service. It doesn't have to be come in and have a full colour with it. And it might be someone that just has maybe really natural hair, lightened up slightly in the sun, or an old balayage, and really all you need to do is just add, you know, a statement piece in at the front. Or facial framing, just a few foils dotted around the hairline to really give a lift and open up the face. Again, really good for people with a lack of time and that don't really want to invest too much money into it. Top-up services for hairlines and parting. So I know a lot of people do T-sections. In my salon, we've just changed the name, so it just sounds like something new. So it is a top-up for a hairline. So this can be done with a tint, semi-permanent, or again, foils. So really nice add-on service to say to somebody to get them back. And then adding on to that is a parting of balayage. So again, some people, we do our balayage is amazing nowadays, and unfortunately they grow out and they still look okay. So the best thing you can do is probably get someone in quicker than you would normally and say, maybe in a few months time, we're just going to do this top section and really bring your balayage up. And then hopefully it means it's something more affordable for your client, and you might get them more frequency, I think, is the main thing with all these little tips, more frequency. So 2 is your cut-in top-up services. So neatening up napes. So for all your short-haired ladies, even our older ladies with some pixie cuts and bobs, people with undercuts, you know, instead of getting them in for a full cutting service, how about in between their 6, 8 week or even 10-week cut, coming in and just having a top-up service to neaten up around the hairline. You can also do this with detailing or fringes. I know a lot of people already offer free fringe trims, but how about changing fringes as they're growing down, changing bangs? And the second one, as we know, a lot of facial framing is coming back in with feathering and all these 70s looks, and Rachel from Friends that everyone wants to look like. We can put in, you know, instead of having a full haircut, do you want to come for facial framing? So that is number 2. So number 3, treatments. I think Jez is probably still in the comments somewhere, and this was what he said to me earlier. I think personally, there's a lot of salons that still aren't huge on treatments. These don't have to be the time-consuming treatments. They're definitely something that you could do quickly with a mask, something that you can maybe keep a conditioner on for longer, steam it in, and maybe get one of your assistants to give a really nice head massage. introduce aromatherapy oils, and this might only be a quick £5 top up, but as we know, if you have 10 in a month, it's another 50 quid. So it's pretty good. So I think we can do that. There was another a quick sort of scalp treatment that you could do, which would be getting some sugar, so some really coarse sugar, and pouring it all over the top of the scalp at the basin, and then using that to scrub and exfoliate the scalp. You can, talk about the benefits of bringing the blood to the scalp. Anybody that's got any scalp issues or needs anything exfoliating from the top, or even post color as well, meaning you can make sure you got the tint off the scalp. It's quite a cool, quirky idea that you can market quite well, and then just rinse the sugar away, and it should just dissolve. I see Magnus there saying he used to do this with sugar. I think it was something I saw a long time ago, so it might have been something that was previously done, but nice to kind of bring it back. And everyone loves all these, new things that aren't being done elsewhere. So hopefully you don't all take it on at once. 4, custom services. So keratin or smoothing treatment. So it's about doing services on small areas. So again, quick fixes of way to bring people in that might not have previously had them treatments. So doing things like combating certain areas. A lot of people have a thicker area of hair, frizzier or coarser area on their crown. So maybe just target that area so that the whole head globally has the same sort of texture or feeling. If you find people are getting tangled and knotted up around their hairline because their hair might be curlier or thicker or slightly drier, then again, the same thing, just a small, quick keratin express treatment underneath. We can do it on cowslicks as well, if people have got annoying cowslicks and unruly frizzy fringes. Other people that maybe from colour services or just the environment have just a frizzy top layer of their hair. Again, thinking about breaking larger services down to small services for frequency. And my last and final one, dry styling. So you could make a whole new menu of your salon service for dry styling. So meaning, we're going to say our client's called Jane. So Jane can't get in on Saturday. Jane's left it so late, and you're thinking, really, Jane, it's Thursday and you really need this done because you're going out to this big event on Saturday. Why didn't you book it, Jane? Actually, Jane, I can get you in on Friday for a blow dry. I've got a small little gap on Saturday. So what we're going to do is you're going to come on Friday. We're going to do your nice blow dry. You're going to go home, let it settle in. You're going to come back on Saturday, and either yourself as a stylist can tong or wand or put the hair up in however you want. Or maybe this is a service that if your assistants are really good, and I think a lot of assistants now are really good with heat tools, can maybe add that in for you. And then that's the service you've managed to upsell, move over to somebody else. Your client has come back twice. Hopefully you can charge 2 separate services for it, and you can sell it on the basis that the hair is going to stay in longer, like you would if you did a wedding. You would normally say not to wash on that day. So hopefully, you can really go into your marketing with this and make some really cool styles, that you create, and maybe people will come back on a Friday or a Saturday for a quick beach wave or a classic wave, or, something that they didn't want midweek when they were just going to sit at home. That is my 5 quick services to upgrade your clients. Thank you, guys.
Great tips. Well done, Rheanna. They are so good. Everybody was enjoying them. Yes. Hey, Cherie. She said, great tips and ideas. I love doing blow dries to refresh the hair. Great ideas. Yes, your mum certainly agrees with that one as well. Hey, Tony Cripps, how you doing? 10-minute colour is great for lunchtime colour appointments. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Love the sugar as well. That was interesting.
Yeah, it's good, nice idea. And you don't, it's trying to get tips that you're not having to buy more things in for or do more training. It's utilising what we've got in the salon now, and just trying to make everything a bit quick and a little bit more exciting.
Does it work with sweeteners if they're on a diet?
Well, I've got to be honest. Can I be really honest with you? I actually had a sugar treatment on the very last time I had a haircut.
Did you?
Yeah, look at the results. It really does exfoliate.
Maybe it was Demerara. That's what you shouldn't use.
Jesus, will you stop? But that was great. I love the sugar one. So look, really, really good. And I think it's time now we go to a bit of hair time. And again, a real big popular part of this series, which has been brand new to the show, has been the Hair Hacks Live. Sophie, have you seen any of the hair hacks of recent episodes?
A few. I can't remember which blooming ones though. I'm always watching late at night. Trying to pick up a few tips for my little competition later.
Yeah, well, this is where we invite some guests to come along and just to give us a hair hack. We have no idea what it's going to be. And tonight's Hair Hack Live is coming from a real good friend of mine in the industry. I've got to know him of recent times, become a Patreon member, been part of the hair show and least. And it is the wonderful Mustafa Hassan. So let's welcome Mustafa. I can hear that sound. How you doing, Mustafa?
Hi, how you doing, guys? Ladies?
Hey!
We won't talk too much because we're getting a real voice back. I don't know if anybody else is getting the voice back. Is anybody else getting it, or was it just me?
I'm getting it.
Okay, which means, Mustafa, we're just going to let you talk and you're going to show us this hair hack.
Sure, sorry about that, guys. Technology's not my thing, but let's crack on with the hair. Hair is my thing. So tonight's hair hack, I was thinking about what I could show you, and I thought, in England we're still a little bit hesitant to use something our American cousins have been using for a long time, and that is the blade.
Ooh.
The blade, yes.
Tonight, I want to show you a few little techniques I like to use with the blade. I've only started using this myself in the last couple of years as well. I find that a lot of my clients will say to me, I'm really known for doing lots of geometric, stronger haircuts. And a lot of my clients say, well, I love all of that, but in reality, I love my haircut about 2 weeks after you've done it, when everything's kind of softened down a little bit and it's just kind of got that lifting feel. So a few hair hacks tonight simply just to show you a way you can get that lifting feel a little bit faster and also make the hair feel a little bit more realistic for the client. So it's not like this kind of salon gloss. So tonight, I believe I'm actually working with Lydia right here. And what we've done previously is I've just got a really strong long bob going on with quite a heavy fringe. So the first thing to know with using a blade, you can use it wet or dry. The Americans use it for pretty much all of their cutting. Tonight we're going to just be working with it on dry hair, just to finish hair off at the end. So what I'm going to do is move around this side so everyone can see. I want to get this fringe a little bit softer. So it's super heavy right now. I've got quite a strong line working in there. So the first thing I'm going to do is just section out the top part of this hair. And we'll come back to that in just a minute. And flip that out the way for now. And then working on this bottom part now, really important with the blade. Although it has the finger hole, you generally hold a blade more like a pencil or like a fork, maybe when you're eating, or a knife and fork kind of thing. So what I do is I get my section and then I hold it in my hands with even tension, and then it's kind of like you're working the blade down in a repetitive motion. So hope you guys can see this. Mm-hmm. You're going to start to gently push the blade against the hair. This is a feather blade, which means it has a serrated guard on it. And it means it allows me basically to really work with the texture of the hair. If it doesn't have a serrated guard on it, it's like a barber's razor blade, in which case you've got to be extremely confident with using the blade to be able to get the best effect out of it. Now, as you can see, I use the tip and I just kind of work in very light strokes, working down this fringe, and I start to just really use my visuals to open up that hair there. So you can see here, her eyes just starting to appear underneath. And I can work it a little bit shorter as well. Use my chin. And then we can just work it on the tips here. I'm trying to do it and look at it at the same time. As we get right to the sides, really simply, you can just grab that whole bit of hair and you can just be quite freehand with it and work and open that whole area up.
Love that.
And just really soften those lines a little bit. And just really.
I think it's one of those things, isn't it, Mustafa? Razors almost disappeared for a while. They've become. I'm just seeing a return of them a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not really too sure why. I come from quite a strict hairdressing background, which means we were taught actually really to reject everything that wasn't expressly taught to us by the brand I was taught by. And I found that over the years in hairdressing, rejecting stuff you don't know just is the way you end up working down to the ground. Embracing everything, even if you don't understand it to begin with, is the way forward for hairdressing. So whether that's working with the feather blade, whether that's working with texture scissors, for example, it's something that I never really worked with. You can really start to open up everything and techniques for you. Now, with the top bit here, you've got quite a soft fringe going on now underneath. You want to add a few kind of looser, longer bits. So you've got your blade in your hand. You turn it at a 45-degree angle, so you're working with the top section. And you just want to very loosely slide that blade along. And what you're doing is you're just opening up an entire section. You're really loosening it out and opening up. And you just want that to almost lay over the top, like a bit of disconnected, and it just kind of starts to really soften out.
Yeah, it changes the whole look.
Wow.
And then when you move around to the side here, it's still a little bit heavy, and you can literally come in and just carve out. Now, this looks great as well when you're working in the salon. Clients love this kind of thing. It really connects them to their haircut. Because when you're doing it wet and you've got a section going on up here, they're not really a part of the haircut. When they see this, this is all live for them. They really get it. They see what you're creating. You're carving away, you know? So here again, just in this section, I'm holding that quite tight and then I'm just working down the hair. And I'm really just softening that quite heavy, nice but quite heavy bob. And then because this is live, it's probably gone a bit wrong. But also I'm going to just then dress this out with a little bit of my texture product. So very simply.
Ooh. Woo!
And then just shake it out a bit. And then you start to see you've got a much softer look.
Gorgeous.
So she can now legally drive on the roads. And all those kind of things. And as you can see, she is unbelievably ecstatic about her new hairstyle. She
Love it, Mustafa. That looks...
Soften hair, make it look lived in, make it look a bit more accessible to the client using our friend, the blade.
Love that.
Come on, let's hear it. Loads of Mustafa, absolutely fantastic. I'm conscious of talking because I keep getting loads of sound back, actually. So let me just see if that makes any difference. No. It looks absolutely beautiful, mate. It just shows you how you can just take a really blocky haircut and then just soften it with the razor in that time. So everybody was so hooked into that. Mandy, I love getting out the razor and the client suddenly stops talking. Very true. Nikki, on point. Tony Cripps said, very visual. Jacqueline, gorgeous. Looks great. Loving your work from Sarah Mustafa, she says. Gorgeous, brilliant. Lots of love for that, mate. Lots of love. So,
thank you very much, guys. It was a real
thank
pleasure.
It's been great. I love these hair hat lives, and that's our first cutting one we've had.
Great, thanks, guys.
All right. Cheers, Mustafa. Take care. You go and hang out in the green room. Just put yourself on the mute. We'll come and say goodbye to you. Or you go and watch us from the sofa. Take care. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Oh, I love that. Wasn't that beautiful? I couldn't talk properly there because we're getting that noisy sound back, but it was so good how he was just taking that haircut. Razors, is that something you work with, or the blade, whichever way you want to refer to it, Rheanna?
No, I don't. I really want to. I just don't really at the moment have the clientele for it, but I have a blade. I've never used it, but I would love to. But do you know what I really took from that as well? It's not just how Mustafa was using it, but the way he said, and I never thought about that, the client is so lost when we are cutting wet because they have no idea. You know, we know when we're pulling sections out what it's going to create, but most of them are freaking out during that whole process. So I think it's quite nice that they can watch it take shape as you do it.
I think when you're actually cutting hair dry is probably you get some of the best results, Sophie.
Yeah, and don't you think it's like another way of personalising any haircut with any age of clientele, really? Like, and maybe it's like good for retention as well, because if they're seeing you in full concentration with your old razor blade, you know, and really making sure the hair's falling beautifully and doing all the jazz hands for your clients, you know, it's just another talking point for them to go and tell their friends about.
Yeah, Charlotte, yeah, I love watching it too. Thank you again, Mustafa. That was so well delivered. Really good. Yeah, great. We'll have another hair hack for you next week. So now we are going to come to our final piece of our show, which I always look forward to. You all look forward to. And that is, you can see now Sophie is getting herself seriously prepared here.
Can
I just ask you something, Sophie? Have you got something close to hand, i.e. a blindfold?
Oh my God, oh no. I can find something if you give me 3 seconds.
3 seconds? Go on then, we'll keep talking. You've got to be 3 seconds. I'm glad I just asked that question. How about being prepared? It'll be a towel, anything. But this is where, again, if you're new to the show, the hair challenge, they have become legendary, really, these hair challenges. And each week, myself and Dan, Dan, who is my co-producer on the show, he will be sat there, from the bedroom?
Yeah, it's 50 Shades. You're interrupting me.
Right. Well, we'll tell you. You don't have to put it down yet, but this is where we put a challenge. Anyway, I'll say no more. Let's go to tonight's hair challenge.
Good evening, everyone. This week is our first ever team task. The scores are currently 2 to George and 1 to Rheanna. Now I want you to both work together to hopefully gain that point to level the playing field before next week's final. Now, Sophie, I would like you to now put on your blindfold.
Put it on quickly. Sophie, blindfold on.
While she's doing that, she has a blockhead in front of her, sent by our friends at Pivot Point. I've also asked her to bring in some hair gel, some hairspray, and a selection of brushes. Now, I want you both to work together to create this hairstyle.
You can't look, Sophie, you can't look.
Now, Rheanna, your task is to describe to Sophie how you want her to do this hairstyle. However, you can't use any hairstylist terms, otherwise that will lose you the point. Now, Sophie, looking at your blockhead at all times, not the screen, I want you to recreate whatever hairstyle you think Rheanna is describing to you. You both have 3.5 minutes for this task. Good luck.
Okay, so we're going to let you just get yourself set up here. You've got to keep that blindfold on, Sophie.
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
see.
Have you got your brushes to hand? So you might need your brushes.
Kind of.
So
I'm
just-
about to make loads of mess.
Okay, so just to recap there. So Rheanna, you're working as a team because you need to get that point. And I'm going to let our viewers are going to vote, everybody watching in tonight, if you've succeeded or got close enough or done a blinking good job and actually trying to recreate this look. So Rheanna, you have 3.5 minutes to describe to Sophie that look, which I will bring up on the screen so you've got it to hand. Sophie, you can only go by the instructions of what Rheanna is saying, and you have 3.5 minutes to get as close as the look as what we are going to put up on the screen. And everybody watching is going to help me decide if you are going to get that point, Rheanna, to go into next week's last episode, neck and neck with George. Does that make sense to you both?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to get your tools ready? And we are going to literally hit play to start the 3.5 minutes. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Right. Okay. No hairdresser terms. Right. Let me not cheat. Okay. So, you know the thing you do to like split the hair, split the hair on the left-hand side above. Yeah, that's it. Really deep. Perfect. Right. Okay.
15 seconds already gone.
That's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna create. It's a flat movement onto the head, right? And it's going back and forward. If you can imagine what that style might be. So we're gonna put all the gel on the hair first, all over the top.
Okay, 2 minutes 50 seconds left.
That's it.
That's good. That's good.
All over the top. Yeah, leave the ends out. Bit more around the front of the face. That's it. Okay, and then have you got a comb?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, and we've got some help in the comments. Guys, help me, please. Right, so what you're going to create is like something that was in the ocean. I think you said that earlier it was like surfing a tidal.
Like a wave.
Yeah. Right, okay. So it's going to be like a flat version of that. Yeah?
Okay.
I think you're doing the right thing.
2 minutes left.
Right, so comb it down and then push it forward onto the face and then back away from the face. It was a very classic sort of style, using things on the end of your hands. Yes, like this. Yes, keep going. Get more gel. It looks perfect where that side where it is.
Can it stay
I
there?
think about that. Yeah, you're doing good. It's good. Come on.
Yeah, let go of that side.
1.5 minutes left.
The one at the front. Maybe put a bit more gel on that side. Right, and then keep your hand, that's it, keep your hand on the top and then pull back away from your hand.
God, I feel intense for you. You've got 1 minute 10. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Hair words. And then basically you want to like, instead of combing forwards, you're going to comb on the end.
Come on, this is good. This is good.
That's really good. I think you can leave that. You can leave that because it's a good interpretation of the picture so far. Right, now grab the end of the hair and then not forward comb, but do the opposite of that. Like comb it upwards.
So not forward comb, but the opposite of forward comb. 30 seconds.
That's it. And then get the other side. To make it bushy, that's it. Make it bushy. Then pull both sides round the side of the head to the front. You know what? We've got 10 seconds left. I think you can stop. I think we've done it.
What do you reckon? Does it look sassy? Let's take my hat off.
Yeah. Take your hat off. Let's all. Right, hang on. Let me try and bring back. I thought you'd done bloody good there, actually.
It looks really good at the front with that way.
Right, hang on. Where's that image? Let me just go back. We'll get the hooter, but. hang on. We want to go to that one, but let me just finish this.
I've nailed
You nailed it.
Right, turn the block towards us. All right, no, turn the block round to the camera. Right, hang on. Yeah! I tell you what do you reckon, everybody? Does that deserve a round of applause? I think that was absolutely...
Come on, baby.
I tell you, I think that was teamwork.
Lady B, smash that.
I'm not even... Look, yes, award-winning, Mandy says. Could you actually see that, Sophie? Because that is actually too good.
No!
That makes me...
I'm literally... My whole shirt is covered in gel.
May said, yeah. Round of applause on that pivot point head. So I've got to say, that was the best challenge so far. I've loved that. Great work there, Rheanna, and teamwork.
It was really hard not to say the word wave, backcomb, parting. Classic.
Really
Well
good.
done,
Come on,
mate.
let's see it. Yeah, absolutely. Love it, like. So, look, it is an easy decision for us. Yeah, 2 right. It is 2-2 going into the last episode. So I can't wait for that. Well done, Sophie. So final round of applause. And let's come out of tonight's hair challenge. Cracking. What a cracking show. Well done. You're really proud of that, aren't you, Sophie? You're going to be all over that now.
Yeah, I'm taking this to work tomorrow to show up.
Where has that hour and 3/4 gone? It has just flown by. What a show tonight.
That was brilliant.
Thanks
How
for
you found
having
it then, Sophie?
I've loved it. I don't want to give my seat back now.
Well, I can tell you one thing. It's an easy decision when one of the girls is out. You're back in. It's been so lovely having you tonight.
Oh, it's been so nice.
Yeah, and thank you again, Mustafa, who came in, done a great hair hack. It's been a really enjoyable show. Yeah, so just let's get the plaudits in. So we've got Francis, Angus, great show, everybody. Janet, Pivot Point, great show, guys. Thank you. Mandy, love the show, guys. Thank you all. You are very welcome. Love the show tonight from Nikki. Yeah, so would you come back for more, Sophie?
Oh, yeah.
Great stuff. Well, look, let's give you a shout. If anybody is, you mentioned about your social channel, the new channel that you have. Just give that a shout out again if you want people to go along.
Yeah. At Lady B Colours Me. Yeah, and basically follow me. I'm just going to literally post pictures of older ladies looking super sensational and groovy. Yeah, and sharing all HRT tips on whatever.
Brilliant. A jazz there. Well done, Rheanna and Sophie. It really has been enjoyable. Rheanna, what's coming up over the week for you? Because much got coming along.
Busy week. Next week I've got it'll be after the show, but next week Tuesday I've got an exciting live with Kerry Straight with Jez that just popped up. So I'll be prepping for that, which will be fun. But just nice normal week in the salon, keeping busy and taking pictures of my older clients. I'll be starting to follow your trend, definitely.
Brilliant. Well, look, thank you so much. And everybody, you can't miss next week's show. We've got a challenge for you. The hair challenge, I promise you.
I'm glad I'm not on next week then.
Yeah, absolutely. You might have had the right one this week.
I'll be watching.
Yeah, you've done well. Look, so thank you so much, Sophie, for coming along and doing a magnificent job. We've really enjoyed having your company tonight, and you've been great to have a part of the show, and I think everybody's enjoyed you being in it.
Thank you.
And thank you, delightful Rheanna.
Thank you, Lady B.
See you all in the green room. Bye. Oh, but so put your mutes on. I can see Mustafa in the green room too doing that. So, yeah, feeling it big time tonight. I've really enjoyed the show. You've been a great audience to have along. And I love how you all get involved, part of the laughter, the conversations. And, you know, I can't keep saying this enough. This is your show. It's why we do it. We're a hair community that comes together. And I think it's pretty much a show on its own. I can't think of any other live stream hair show out there that is doing exactly this. So please tell your colleagues about this. You know, they should be coming to watch this, shouldn't they? It's fun. That's what this is all about. And hopefully education along the way as well. That is exactly why you have this show. We've got one more episode in the series next week, so don't miss that. It is our last one. George will be back with us next Monday. So we have a big challenge. And the way that you don't miss any of these shows is that it actually goes out on our facebook.com/howtocutIt page. That's where they go. I think we then share them into various groups. They're on LinkedIn, my profile on LinkedIn as well. So, yeah, brilliant. Can't wait. Next week. And then we're off for about a month and a half. And then we'll be back again with a new series, yeah, in that time. Therefore, and just a quick shout out, new podcast this week. We have spoken to Rachel Williams. Lee Shaw has put us in touch with this wonderful American, massive on Instagram, big hair educator. Really good to get Americans' take on the world of hair education. Yeah, go and check this one out. Really enjoyed talking to Rachel Williams. And again, I keep referencing this every week. Yeah, Hairdressing's 100 most inspirational people of 2021. We haven't forgot about this. Once the show finishes, a few weeks after, we'll be putting together a live show for this, and we'll be going through the whole top 100. If you would like to maybe be part of that event with me, get in touch. We'd love to get your input into this show as well, which again we will stream live for that, and your name may be in that top 100. Can't wait to share it. So that is it for this week. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for joining us, keeping with us all the way along. We love having your company. We love bringing you this on a Monday. It really is a highlight of all our week. So until next week, peace, love and smiles all the way. Goodbye.